This is because they're trying to describe something indescribable. Spiritual traditions have coined a whole lexicon of terms trying to label the inner teacher, the wisdom at our center, the essence of what we actually instinctively are. In this book, I've referred to your inner teacher primarily as your integrity, but I've also used the terms true self, true nature, and essential self. In another book, I've called it meta self, which means beyond self. Your body and brain labels from other writers includes the no self, absolute awareness, Buddha nature, Christ consciousness, enlightened mind, God consciousness, the non-being, the I am, the absolute, the universe, fundamental consciousness, and many more. The real essence of the inner teacher lies beyond labels, and you can't experience it by thinking about it, only by being it. Now, of course, having told you that your inner teacher is indescribable, I'm going to try to describe it. When we think, hear, or understand something that's deeply true for us, our inner teacher rises in us as delicious, lucid resonance. When we grasp truth, any form from the correct solution to math problems to the capacity for love, all of our ways of knowing align, we recognize this element as our ideal state of being. It feels calm, clear, still, open. That feeling is the inner teacher saying yes. The way of integrity is simply to listen to this voice, to sustain this feeling, not just occasionally, but often, even continuously. Individuals who can still do this are venerated as spiritual teachers. If you despair of ever becoming so enlightened, remember that you've already done it once. You were a baby for a while, and babies who are too young to have any beliefs simply align with what they truly perceive. That's why spiritual teachers often point to little children as role models for enlightened living. We grown-ups, lost in the dark wood of error, feel at once with our true self again every time we brush away the cobwebs of false belief and perceive something real. At these moments when the inner teacher makes the presence of known, we sometimes say we're experiencing the ring of truth. The last time you woke up from your dream, it may have taken you a few seconds to orient yourself, but soon you figured out that you had seen reality only moments before was just a hallucination. The Harvard doctors and the Mormon authorities all sounded weirdly alike, so certain, so absolute in their culture-based values. Nothing they said resonated with my inner teacher, my sense of truth. Instead, it made me tense, confused, numb, and unable to access any kind of inner stillness. Of course, all these arguments I heard made sense from within each speaker's cultural value system, but the things that were happening to me, my physical misery, my weird psychic experiences, my baby's extra chromosome, my maternal love for him, didn't come from culture. They came from nature, and nature seemed determined to take me beyond all of these beliefs and behaviors approved by my society. Y eso es todo por hoy, chicos. Espero que hayan disfrutado muchísimo de este video. Si te gustó, no olvides dejar tu like y suscribirte para seguir viendo más lecturas inaudibles.